What's up? Happy, dude, I almost said Monday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. If you are an American, I hope you had a good long weekend. If you live somewhere else where you had a long weekend, I hope you had a long weekend. And otherwise, I hope you just had a good weekend. I'm back on a Tuesday because yesterday was a holiday and I had stuff going on. It's Tuesday, ain't it? Gosh, what has happened since I last streamed? Went to a funeral. That was fun. I mean, it was nice. It was a nice funeral. It was for my wife Britta's grandma, who I did not know very well because most of the time that Britta and I have been together, she didn't get around very well. Had kind of declining memory, so even when I did meet her, she didn't really remember me. But it was very sad nonetheless when she passed back in January, and then the funeral was just this past week because it was like finally nice outside. That said, and I do want to tell this story, something genuinely insane happened at that funeral. Something I've been to a few, not a lot of funerals, and I've never seen something like this transpire at a funeral. So we'll get to that. Let's talk about the plan for today and for this week first, before I get into that. Today, I'm going to do the dulls. We're going to do some Guess the Game. We're going to do some Scrandle. We're going to do some Geoguessr. That I call these the dulls and play them like once every 2 weeks. You know, cry about it. Cry about it. That's all I got to say. They can still be dulls even if I don't play them every single way. And literally only one of the ones that I play even has dull in the name, but the wolves, if even. I'm going to have like kind of a lot of Guess the Game to do in particular. Because I think I haven't played this in like 3 weeks, maybe even. I can't remember. Can't remember when the last time I played it was. It's been a while. It's at least more than 1 week of Guess the Game content. We'll get that sorted. Later, going to play the 1.0 release of a indie FPS game called Gravelord. Some of you might remember I played the demo for that game. And if you remember me playing the demo, you might remember more than I did. I don't think I had a bad time with it. I just kind of played it and then it slipped my mind. But Dev got in touch with me, sent me some keys, and I was like, hey, I remember this game. And it looks kind of cool. It's got some neat ideas, and you know, it's just been a little while since I indulged in a new boomer shooter. So maybe it'll be cool. I feel like I was kind of burned out for a while, but that I was like excited to check this one out. Tells me maybe I'm back. Maybe we're so back. I don't know if I will play through that like whole game, but I figured I'd check it out for a one-off stream. And the real reason that I might not play through the whole thing is because there is a lot of shit coming out like this week, even more than I can play. That 007 game came out today. It looks kind of sweet. That is one that I envision myself playing at some point. I don't really want to pay $70 for it right now, but it looks very cool and the reviews were good. Wednesday of this week, I'm going to play Kazan. That's not a new game, not particularly new at least, but I want to keep that ball rolling because I'm having fun with that game. And then Thursday, Mina the Hollower is out. And that was one that as early as when I played the demo of that game, I was like, I'm going to play this on stream. So we're going to boot that up on Thursday, which I believe is the day that it comes out. Thursday night. So that's it. That's 3 days in a row of streaming, which I haven't done in a long time, but it kind of just lines up this week to work out. Then Friday we gotta take the dog to go get groomed or whatever. I can't stream that day. And we'll see from there. I'd like to continue doing 3 streams a week for the foreseeable future, providing that I can and I have the content to support it, which at the moment I do have a lot of games that I want to play and stuff to do, and so yeah. Anyways, you guys want to hear this funeral story? Oh boy. So this funeral, we had to drive like 2 hours for it. Her grandma, we live in Minneapolis, Twin Cities area. Her grandma lives about 2 hours out of town in like a smaller town, lived, I should say. And was, you know, funeral was held there, burial was held there, whatever. It's about 2 hour drive there, 2 hour drive back. We just did it in a day. But we go up there. There's like a church service. It was very nice. People had nice things to say. And then she was like cremated. And so we just took the urn to the cemetery. And there had like been a hole dug. And the urn was just going to be like lowered into the hole. We get there and Britta's mom, like we're walking up the hill. Because it's like on top of a hill. And the pastor, the funeral director or something is like, yep, it's right up here. And Britta's mom and a few other people are like, that's weird. I thought for sure she was going to be buried over there. And there's like another spot with some graves like at the bottom of the hill. So everyone's like, no, it's up here. Trust me, it's at the top of the hill. The groundskeeper wouldn't have led us astray. Quick hydrate. So we do the whole thing, like, you know, burial ceremony. Urn gets lifted into the ground. The hole is deep. Britta's brother is like, and he's not a small guy, is like reaching out bent over all the way, reaching out as far as he can just to put the urn in there. And, you know, so that's that. We stand up. Everyone's just like chatting and reminiscing and stuff. The funeral director has gone like down the hill. Talk to the groundskeeper or something. She comes running back up. Wait. We put grandma in the wrong hole. Turns out there was, in fact, another hole in this cemetery intended for Britta's grandma that we did not notice. And, yeah, so her brother went, lifted grandma's urn out of the hole. And we walked her over to the other side of the cemetery and buried her in the right place. I just couldn't, it was like something out of a movie, man. I'd never heard of that happening. I mean, at least it was just like a small hole with like with an urn. But it was, yeah. Like, I guess that could happen. There was someone else who was also going to be buried in that cemetery the next day. And they had just, you know, pre-dug both of the holes. Crazy, though. Crazy. Yeah, it was very funny, though. I think the consensus was that her grandma would have found that very funny. So, it ended up being an okay thing. It was a little bit of levity. What's up, Lixie? And, yeah, that was, I guess I shouldn't say that was our whole weekend, but then Sunday it was like a friend's birthday, and Monday she wanted to play some games. So that was what I did. I had a fun weekend. We got the dog outside a bunch. We're going to try and teach the dog how to sit like in our kayak. I think that'll be fun. He's got a little life jacket. I wish I would have prepared the photo of him wearing the life jacket because it's very cute. But yeah, that's the next order of business. The next fun we'll have with the dog. And yeah, how are you feeling this fine Tuesday evening? I'm feeling pretty good. I kind of like this morning woke up with like not like a literal hangover, but like a quote unquote hangover from like the long weekend and just like, you know, doing whatever I want, abiding by whatever schedule I want. And then I woke up this morning and was like, damn, I got to do shit today. So not like a real hangover, but like a mental like a mental hangover, a mental hurdle of like getting out of the long weekend mindset and into like real life. But I feel after like kind of just doing my normal shit for the day, going to the gym and whatnot, taking the dog out, I feel pretty good. Ready to stream, ready to guess the game even perhaps, perchance. Let's do it. What's up, Dave? Dude, could this be like grounded? Hope all is good. All is good. 64%. Dude, every time I see this come up on Guess the Game, I get like a little mad because I'm like, who is even like playing a game with the 64 on Metacritic? PC, PS4, Xbox One. And like so far all I've learned is that it takes place in nature. Yeah, leave it already? I suppose, yeah. If you ever show up in a late stream, Dave, I just assume it's like the middle of the night for you. Which I guess if I do my math correctly, it's like at the earliest 2 a.m. there. Is that correct? 2 a.m., yeah. I'm dying. Finished workout a little over an hour ago, trying to get back into long distance running shape. I hear you. I'm pretty sore. I mean, I didn't like take a lot of time off working out, but I did like just not get to the gym over the weekend, and then today I went like straight back into a tough workout, and yeah, I'm feeling it. It's also hot today. I didn't take the dog on a long walk. Britta took up that mantle, but we did take him for a long walk yesterday, and it was like 87 and humid, and like that was like the first time this year that I felt like genuinely hot. Okay, it's a survival game. PC, PS4, Xbox One with a 64 on Metacritic, and it's not Grounded. Grounded would have had a better Metascore anyways. I don't really... What am I looking at? Is this like... There's no way this is like The Forest, right? That would have had a higher rating. Do you play as Monkey? Trying to get into D1 cross country at your school, which means 6.5 miles in under 30 minutes. Damn, good luck. Good luck. I run like for you know, just fitness. But I'm not an exceptionally fast runner. I don't think I'm like slow. But I don't think I'm particularly fast either. I got long legs, I guess. I got that working for me. I have no idea, dude. Do you play as a monkey? This seems kind of hype. This is a Far Cry Primal. No, it's not. I don't think you play as a monkey in that game. I'm going to just guess it anyways, though, because I have no idea. This is Ape Escape. Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Okay. Fast for half a mile and then I die off. Need to stop doing that. Yeah, I mean, it could... Listen, me... So if you're gunning for Division 1 cross country, you're like obviously a better runner than me. But yeah, like I feel like pacing is half the battle. I used to have that trouble too. Like now I don't run like insane distances, but when I first started running for like just for fitness, I would also run, like I would sprint for like the first mile and then I'd be gassed. Now I can do like 3 miles, no problem. But it's all just in the pacing. This is Civilization, I think 5. Let me guess 5. It looks the most like 5 from my recollection. And 5 is the one I played the most, so I would have been a little sad if I was wrong about that. Do you like me some Civilization? I don't really play any other games like this, but I do like me some Civ. Fortunately, like I get into a... Dude, this is like one of the Bowser levels in Super Mario 64. No, it's not. Also running really hilly trails, so I'm getting a lot of work into the legs, which is good. One year I was living with my parents and I was running a lot like around their house, and they lived in like a hillier area than I live right now. No, it's an N64 game. Could this be like a Mario Party? Oh, it's okay. And I ended up just getting I ended up getting shin splints that summer because I guess what I did was I ran on like a certain side of the road, and when I was running on like hills because the road kind of slopes, I was running like a little like off kilter. Did it say? Yeah, no, it's at N64. It's definitely N64. It's just Mario Party 2. Fair enough. I have played a lot of these early Mario parties. I just don't remember which one is which because like why would you? I guess unless you're a Mario Party enthusiast. But yeah, that was how I learned that running on like an uneven surface is bad, and you can get shin splints from it. I also got better running shoes. That probably helped. Whoa. These are two, like, the vibes in these two screenshots are very different. And I'm really not sure what I'm looking at in either of them. That's a fighting game. Okay. It's a fighting game. I don't recognize this character, though. Nor like the visual design. Could this be a Tekken? Like a newer one, obviously. It's not Tekken. You're getting pricey new running shoes? I feel like mine, I have like Saucony running shoes, and that was the last ones I had were also that, and they just soles started coming off, so I just bought like a new pair of the same shoes. I think they were like 150 bucks. It's like worth it for, and that's not even as expensive as you can get. Team Ninja, huh? Dog, I have no idea. Is that Kratos? I do not know. This is not my forte. Any fighting game knowers in chat? Team Ninja, huh? It says Dead or Alive. Does it? Team Ninja made Dead or Alive. I guess I didn't know that. Dead or Alive. How about Extreme 3? Oh, whoops. It was Dead or Alive 6. Says it in the background? Does it? Oh, yeah, you're right on the ticker. I didn't notice that. I still got it wrong anyways. Even with the blatant hint. It's like not this, but for some reason Kerbal Space Program is what comes to mind. I've never played Kerbal Space Program 2. It ain't that. It's like not Factorio, but it's one of those. I just don't know. Factory Simulation. Yeah. Like, it's not Satisfactory because that wouldn't be top-down perspective. It's not Factorio because Factorio is, like, proper 2D. I just don't know. I don't know enough of these games. 2021. I mean, I'm just going to throw out a Satisfactory. I know it's not that, though. There just simply is no way of knowing. I guarantee you one of my friends has like 2,000 hours in this game. But it just looks the same as like kind of all of them. That's not even like a dig to it. It's just like, I don't know, man. I've played Factorio. I just don't know why I need to like play Factorio again. It's just all the other games are like just the same. Dude, I swear to God, the Dyson Sphere program crossed my mind, but I was like, this doesn't really look like a Dyson Sphere. But I guess it wouldn't, right? It wouldn't. And also, I don't know anything about that game other than the name. Blood. What's up, Jibberfish? 75% on Metacritic. Give me Dead Rising. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Exit the Sodomobile? Excuse me? I don't know. I'm kind of still getting Dead Rising weirdly. Like it's obviously not, but I feel like I'm getting like a similar vibe. Eating brains refills your special ability. So you play as a zombie. I feel like Dead Rising was like weirdly like kind of a like okay guess. Like similar era, similar vibe. Yeah, it's kind of a fun concept. I don't know what this is though. It was what, a 75% on Metacritic? I mean, considering this looks like kind of just camp as fuck, that's like kind of a decent score. I would expect worse, I think is what I'm saying.
Subscribe to Dumper Man.
Guess he'll throw my Prime sub in the garbage.
Hey, now. You're right. You're just like literally right. But thank you. I appreciate it. For the 12 months, no less. I don't know. I think I just need to... Stubbs the zombie and Rebel without a pulse. Yeah, I was not getting there. Never even heard of that. It actually looks kind of fun, though. It's a cute concept. Man, I hate these ones where they give you, like, 2 pixels of the game. Probably because so many of these, like, old retro games have such distinctive art styles, they're readily recognizable, but I feel like we're dancing around some important information here. I just keep skipping. It's a Game Boy Color RPG. I got nothing, man. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. Does anyone else watch hockey as autistically as I? Hockey is like the one... I shouldn't say the one, but one of the like American professional sports that I know almost nothing about. I like don't even think I could name any players, really. I actually played hockey for a minute. Didn't really stick, though. No pun intended. And but I kind of enjoyed it. I just didn't stick with it. Was it red and blue? Was it gold? It's gold and silver, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. No, I think red and blue were on the regular Game Boy. Isn't hockey more of a Canadian thing? Yeah, but you see, I'm Minnesotan. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, that Lixie is from the Northeast, from Maine or something like that. We got hockey here. It's just like the closer you are to Canada, the more likely you are to fuck with hockey, I guess. Hockey's huge in Minnesota. I didn't get super into it. I played basketball. I watched some basketball. I'm not like super into the NBA though. I really liked basketball. I played basketball for actually a long time. Never played football, but I watched football. American football, that is. Because we call the other football soccer here. If you can believe it. Okay. We got more. Let's crank through these. This is Unreal Engine tech demo. With this that got a 73% on Metacritic. This is like a Dying Light. This looks like maybe Dying Light the Beast. That's not even on here. Let's just give me Dying Light 2. Or Dead Island, perhaps. Dead Island. Probably Dead Island 2. Is Dead Island 2. They're the same fucking game. Someone will take issue with that, but I'm gonna be honest. I regard the first Dead Island as probably the most disappointing game I've ever played. I think in hindsight, were I to go back to that, I think I would maybe be pleasantly surprised, because I think I think my barometer for like what a like bad AAA game was back then was like a lot higher. Like my standards have somehow gone down. This is that Doom Total Conversion. No. You're thinking of Total Chaos, right? Which got made into a full standalone game. Yeah, no, that's Dead Island. What the fuck is this? Now this is Canada maxing, bro. 81%. There's gonna be some fucking Life is Strange again, isn't it? I don't know these games, bro. True Colors. Wow, I was right. Guys, I promise I do not play Life is Strange. They just kind of like, these games are just kind of like uniquely like that. Like they look like what they are. I like how usually it's like when I guess a random game, it's like, oh yeah, I've played this game before. But for some reason with Life is Strange, I feel the need to stipulate that I have not played these games. They just look like that, bro. And it actually isn't Canada, it's Colorado, apparently. That's some crunchy textures. Give me like a shot in the dark here. Give me like a Legacy of Kain. PS1. Was that on PS1 or was that PS2? Is this that, how do you it's spelled wrong intentional. Medieval? There it is. Medieval. Is this game good? I feel like I always like, I see the main character in like art and stuff, but I feel like I've never heard anything about the actual game. What was the, no score on Metacritic. It's got a vibe. Looks pretty sweet. This shit look like Spyro. Give me just first Spyro. No? Dude, could this be fucking Kingdom Hearts? 3DS, okay, excuse me. Is it Mario Kart? What is it's just Mario Kart DS? Wait a second, no, it said 3DS. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit? Wow, Mario Kart 7 was specifically on the 3DS. Yeah, I never had a 3DS, but it looks alright. Graphics look pretty good. Surprisingly good for handheld. Look at that high fidelity Yoshi. That's crazy. Okay, this looks familiar. This is like the type of crunchy indie slop that I would have played. I don't think I have, but... You guys know that game, The Void? I think that's what it's called. It's not this, but I'm just going to throw it. Oh, it's not even on here. Is it just called Void? Maybe it's not on here. That game was weird. I think that studio went on to make Pathologic. I don't know what this is, but I like it. Oh, I do know what this is. Wait a second. This is Lorelei and Laser Eyes. Yes. I don't know why that came up fourth. It kind of scared me. That is correct. Right. I was like trying to put my finger on why this art style looked familiar. Yeah. I've heard this is good. It's like kind of a detective-y puzzle game. Like Blueprints, where you explore like a big house or something, and then there's like a whole bunch of like kind of complex puzzles that you need to solve. I'm not like the biggest puzzle game fan, but every now and then a puzzle game hits, and I kind of have that one on like the short list of when I'm feeling like playing a puzzle game to check out. 81% is very black and white. Shock TV. Original platform, the Wii. Is this fucking Beautiful Joe? No. What the fuck? Okay, I feel like this is one of those where like if I had played this, I would recognize it because like that art style is crazy. I do not know what this is though. Does anyone... Mad World? Is that what it's called? I've never even heard of this. Shit, it kind of looks sick. Oh, it's Platinum Games too. I can't believe I've never heard of this. Was kind of sick. It looks interesting. It scares me a little bit that it's on the Wii. And the art style is like, it's cool, but I feel like maybe like a little hard to look at for long periods of time. I don't know. I fuck with it though. One more day. It's just so dark. 88%. Give me a Far Cry 3. Just feeling. It's like the half-court shot to win it. Just felt like Far Cry 3. Well, okay. I mean, it's like a freebie at this point, if you've even ever heard of this game. It's crazy, by the way. This game is a decade and a half old, so forgive me, I guess, for spoilers. But it's crazy that they kill this guy off like halfway through the game, and then like the new villain is just like way worse. It's worse in every way. And not worse like in the way that you would want a villain to be worse, like just less interesting. My hot take is that like this game is fine. I think it gets massively overrated. And I think that like everything that's wrong with modern Ubisoft can pretty much be traced back to the success of this game. Even though it itself is not a bad game, I just feel like this, in my mind, is like where they started to lose the plot. This was like, you climb the towers and you fucking clear out endless bases and so on and so forth. And I was someone who liked Far Cry 2. So when I played this and everyone was like, this is the greatest game ever made, I was like, it's not even as good as the last Far Cry. But that's all right. It is what it is. It was just, it marked the beginning of me realizing that maybe Ubisoft does not make games for me anymore. I was someone who liked the early Assassin's Creed games, but Far Cry 3 was the one that kind of lost me, which I feel like makes me a minority with that because a lot of people love this game. Not me, though. Let's scran. Let's freaking squan. Okay, bonus. This is a bonus round. We have what I can only imagine are some like, I do believe they just posted 1 billion in losses for last year. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and at this point, Ubisoft has like, they've like divested some of their IPs to Tencent, right? Like Tencent owns Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed and maybe even Far Cry. So I don't even know what Ubisoft does anymore. I believe they have like a managerial role in those franchises, but like they don't even own them anymore. Which you had $1 billion in profits. Mighty, one day, my dude. May we all reach 1 billion in profits. What's that? I think it was, well, it probably doesn't originally come from Ludwig, but I just heard him say it in like a short where he was like, what did he say? Like, I've lost more money than you've ever had, or something like that. Okay. This is like a pretty solid looking fish and chips that has been pre-mangled for some reason. But I suppose it shows the fish is like nice and flaky and white, well cooked. Versus a burger that's like, looks good, but like a little AI generated. Is that weird to say? Like, why one patty is like haphazardly off to the side and it looks like they only put crispy onions on one side. But like, I'd eat this. It's probably good. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. It's the bonus round. The fish and chips is included in the hospitality ticket, but I feel like this is a hack. If you're gonna say it's like included as part of your ticket, you should have to say how much the ticket cost. Fries and a can of your choice, like a can of beer. This is kind of like an excellent deal, if that's the case. Yeah, I'm going with the burger. Shocking. American prefers a burger. Christmas dinner in a cup. Yeah, and also the mushy peas are kind of a no-go for me. This is terrible, bro. This is not a loaded hot dog, first of all. Maybe it was at one point and they asked, can I just have the loaded hot dog with nothing on it? And then they just overpaid for a really mediocre hot dog. But it's like mediocre hot dog or it's mystery box because I have no idea what this is. All I see is the cup. Like, am I willing to take the plunge on the mystery cup? Or is it the overpriced, mediocre, and certainly not as loaded as it claims to be hot dog? I think it's gotta be the hot dog. Are you, what? This site has lost its fucking mind. Like, at least that on the right, I was presented an edible food item. Cajun grilled chicken sounds a lot better than it looks, if I'm being honest. Or curry goat and chips. Fried green beans? Sheesh. Wow. This is better photographed, but like, I don't think I've ever had goat, if I'm being honest. I've had like goat cheese. I don't think I've ever had goat meat. I don't think I've even ever been like prompted to imagine what goat meat tastes like. It's probably fine. I just don't know. It's an unknown quantity to me. Cajun chicken is like the best food on earth when done well. This photo is just so blurry. I can't really tell. I think if this were a better photo, I might be more inclined to take the plunge on this, but I think it's got to be this just because of the photo diff. Okay. All right. We're back. Reggae wings and Perry chips. Holy shit, man. I feel like I don't even need to look at the left. That looks so good. That looks fucking delicious. There's some like pickled onions underneath. Like peppers and sesame seeds, and the fries even look good. It's 10, but it's worth it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that looks good as fuck. Okay, cheesy chips or pizza. These both look fine. I feel like my standards are higher for pizza. You know what? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, actually. I was about to hate, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, there is really so much cheese on those fries. I was gonna say it's like a generous serving of fries, but either this guy has like the biggest hand ever, or like it's actually not all that big, and I was kind of just imagining it to be bigger than it is. I feel like a whole like personal pizza for $7 at a ball game is like pretty good, and better that this looks like good. It looks like wood fired. It's got that kind of like char on the bottom. I think I'm fucking with the pizza. It's just too much cheese. Too much cheese, which you would think would not be possible, but what is the fucking... Oh, no, dude. What? So, the fish cake thrown in anger at VAR system. I don't know what that is, but... Or hot-filled BAP of the week. So, first of all... It's like ABS for soccer. Oh, okay. First of all, the word BAP has got to go. We're not calling a sandwich a BAP. Maple syrup and mustard roasted ham loin, sage, onion stuffing, and tomato relish. Okay, that's ketchup, but that sounds pretty good. And it's most notably not on the floor. I feel like I was always going to vote for that, but I just had to... sorry, I'm distracted by whatever the hell is going on here. Yeah, I just had to understand the BAP. Why are we calling it a BAP? That's a sandwich. Walking nachos are good at like when you're camping. It's just like the convenience of having it all like in one bag. I would not pay $9 for it though. That's crazy. K's worst, which I believe just means sausage with cheese, right? It kind of looks bad. I don't understand why it looks green. Or is that mustard, maybe? This is the cheese and this is like mustard or something? I don't know. I think it's got to be this, though, either way. There's so little. I assume it's like pre-eaten popcorn chicken with a little nuggy sauce. Or a mixed kebab pie. My problem with the pies, and I've said this before, is that you can't see what is going on the inside. But I look at this and I'm like, looks like a meat pie. This one's not as like kind of crispy as some of it. This one almost looks a little doughy. And it's kind of small. Like, I'm trying to imagine, like, at first it looked kind of big, but like, you know, I got pretty big hands and like, if it fit in the palm of my hand, it's like, it's tiny. It's tiny. $3 versus, I think like, popcorn chicken looks pretty good. Doesn't look amazing. Came with some barbecue sauce or something. This is like what I want to order at a ball game. Not this. This looks like it's hard to eat. You take one bite, it's a mess. This is gonna haunt me if I get the rest of these right. Samosas and mint yogurt. Okay. The mint yogurt, I do like a samosa. Mint yogurt, though, I'm not sure I've ever had that. I suppose it's like almost like having a tzatziki sauce. One token permits one dish. Okay. This is a small amount of food. Cheesy corn brisket tachos. Cheesy corn, baked beans, brisket, chips, served in a helmet. For $15. Like, this is some just, like, classic ballpark slop, right? It probably tastes good. It looks kind of gross. You get to take the helmet home. And then you have a piece of plastic that you paid way too much for. I know like a good ass like kind of crispy samosa. It's good as fuck. This is just so little food and we don't really have price information. I'm just gonna go for it. 17 feels low. I bet that tastes good. The nachos, if it were served normal, yeah. Pulled pork burger and a hot dog. Okay, we're kind of underselling the hot dog here. It looks like it's loaded up with brisket and cheese and... Or pulled pork, maybe? Yeah, probably pulled pork. Jalapenos. Probably hard to eat, but... You know, it's not just a hot dog. Hot dog just happens to be one part of the equation. Or the carne asada plate. Fries, chicken, rice, and stewed sauce. Kind of underwhelming for something being described as a carne asada plate. Also very cheap, though. Hella slaw. Yeah, the slaw is crazy. The price for each was $5.50. Do I just, like, for $160, do I just trust that Latin America knows what they're doing? Or do I go with the food that... I don't know. Feels more predictable. Like a pulled pork sandwich, they kind of always look like that, but they always taste good. I think I'm taking the... I think that the hot dog looks the best. I agree. I think I'm taking that. Okay. It's less close than I thought it would be, actually. A single forgotten French fry or 4 chicken tenders with chips. This one's a trap because, like... people are gonna vote for this one for the meme. And $10 is way too much. But this is like real food. Okay, thank God. Dude, the 10 out of 10 eludes me once again. 9 out of 10. God damn it, dude. This first one. Can I go back to it? I just can't, like, I don't buy that I understand that it was billed as a loaded hot dog and it's expensive. But I just don't understand even what I'm looking at on the left. I am a little salty about this one. Like, that on the right looks like a highly mediocre but perfectly edible hot dog. I would not be thrilled having paid $6 for that, but I would eat it. On the left, though, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at, bro. The only thing I could name in that image is the cup. Is it sausage? Maybe. Like that's probably what I would guess. And then this looks like almost like carrot sticks or something. Yeah, unfortunately, Scrandle is not sending their best and brightest photographers. Yeah, I mean, I expected this to be low percentage on both of them. But I don't understand how this one got more votes. It seems crazy to me. Anyways, we got one more order of business before we move on. That is the Geoguessr Gamba. It has been a little while. The ring sells it. That's true. The most valuable thing in either in either photo. Okay, Geoguessr. Here's how this works. I play. Bumped my arm. My bike arm. I play Geoguessr. I play the community map, a community world, with no moving. I try and get over 15K. If I don't, doubters win. If I do, believers win. Okay, good talk. Let's do it. Surely I don't get robbed a third time? Surely not. Can I shake off 2 weeks of rust? What will I do? What will I ever do? Okay. I have an idea, I guess. I don't want to say what it is just yet. Surely this isn't a one-way road, right? No, the signs are just in both directions. Can I figure out which way I'm driving? You're driving on the right. Admittedly, not what I was expecting. Admittedly, not what I was expecting. I guess... Man, I really don't know. Is it a mountain? Rather large hill, I suppose. Chat. I don't know. Now that the submissions are closed, I can admit I'm lost. I don't know. I thought maybe it was like Australia or South Africa, but as we seem to be driving on the right, I don't think that could be the case. So I'm now thinking maybe it is Europe somewhere. Perhaps like a Spain. Send it, I guess. Do I feel great about this? Nope. Okay. All right, I guess sometimes trusting your gut pays off. We were, in fact, in Spain. That was a pretty good guess, with emphasis on the guess because I did not know. Bolivia. Okay, all right. That is nailed it down. Narrowed it down. I still gotta. That's still, you know, like a whole ass country. I do think this sort of like arid highlands part is like down here, because the rest of the country is like jungle, and this sure does not look like that. The rest of this, though, is kind of up in the air. We're certainly not in a city. We're heading sort of vaguely north. Be something like that. Although there is a road that kind of goes off to the side. Is that something we could... Almost certainly not something we're going to locate on the map, right? I ain't searching the whole country for that. We'll put it that way. Nah, it's like a village. Whatever. I think this should be close enough to be sufficient. Okay. It was up the road a little ways. Yeah, there you go. There's that. There's that deal. That's what I was looking for. It felt more like we were going due north than that, but I suppose I could have taken the time to line myself up. This is South Africa, as noted by the .za. The ZA. ShopRite Center Vryburg. Vryburg. Could that be the city name? I've never heard of it. If it's very big, it will probably show up without zooming in too much. ShopRite, that's what it said, right? ShopRite. Like the store. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's called. I've never heard of ShopRite. Say abortion. Does that say abortion pills? For a second, I thought it said abortion kills. But now it looks like it says abortion pills. And then it just has a number. I don't think I'm getting more information. I think I've kind of gleaned it all. Vryburg. Could it be like a suburb of a bigger city? I don't know. My willingness to search for this is fairly low. Looks quite flat where we are. Twin City Mall. That could be some shit down the street from me. Don't think we have a place called Twin City Mall, but put me. Sure. Okay. Is this Vryburg? Look at that. It's a real fucking place. Good guess, though. Good guess. Hey, look at this. 12K, almost 13K. 2 whole rounds to spare. It's looking good for the believers. Yeah, Wizard, you'll maybe, you know what? Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. But you might be breaking the curse is all I'm saying. Okay. Interesting. This is somewhere in the southern hemisphere, I think. Does that make sense? It does, yeah. The sun is in the north. Generally speaking. Almost all the shadows are being cast towards the south. Are they, though? I feel like they're not, actually. Now that I say that, if I line it up north perfectly, they're really not. They're actually being cast to the north. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that maybe we're close to the equator, though. And somewhere in the Americas. I guess maybe this could be... Driving on the right? We are driving on the right. I believe this is perhaps Colombia. Just drop me somewhere. Damn. I'm on it tonight. All right, that's a win for the believers. Now we just rub salt in the wound, I guess. Let's see if we can get 20k. Above 20k would be awesome. Well, I have never seen a more Southern Europe looking scene. Nice, pristine little village on top of the hill. Mountains all around. Salida de camiones. So I believe this is maybe Spain again. I only say maybe because sometimes I get Spanish and Portuguese mixed up. But I think we're somewhere in the Iberian Peninsula. And I don't think I need to be that close to crack 20k. Let's not go too crazy here, though. This doesn't look like that big of a village. Town. City, perhaps. Ain't no American city look like this, but that's more of a dig to America's cities than, than anything else. I think we just kind of plonk down right in the middle. Toledo. It's not that, but... Oh! Whoa, it was really close, though. Okay, maybe not really close, but it was pretty damn close. Closer than I would have thought. Sinarcas? Cool. That is a good score, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 22k. I will take that. I will take that to the bank for the believers. Is that a PB? Like all time, probably no, but on this stream, since I've been doing one of these a week, probably yes. That's over for the believers. Joy yo money. How do I get out of this? Okay, let's see. Water, I do. Plan tonight is to play. You know what? I'm actually going to take a quick break.